Did you know that in Northwest Arkansas, there's gonna be more and more trucks with literally no people driving them? Yeah, so we need to talk about that. So let's talk about that. Hey everybody, if you don't know who I am, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. Actually, I was a real estate broker up in Chicago for over a decade. I decided to leave the dumpster fire state of Illinois, exiled, escaped, whatever word you want to put there, got out of there. Anyways, I looked around all across America to where to move to for basically where I want to move to in all of America. So I went to a bunch of different places, and some of the places you might be looking to as well. But I chose right here in Northwest Arkansas. And there's a lot of different reasons why I chose this place versus anywhere else in America. First off, because it's the best place to live in America. Haha. So if you want to know all about that, definitely give me a call, shoot me a text message, shoot me an email, and we can chat all about the different reasons why I chose Northwest Arkansas versus anywhere else in America. Also, if you haven't been down to Northwest Arkansas quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack. Sounds exactly what it is. Literally a starter pack full of all the cool things Northwest Arkansas. What's going on downtown Bentonville? What's going on in Fayetteville? What are the schools like? What are the hospitals like? All the things you need to know about Northwest Arkansas. Boop, 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 boop. Package, like literally package up, ship right to your home. Right to your home. Enter your name below, enter your address below. Where am I shipping this package to? Where is this package going to? Let me know and all the information below. I'll make sure to get the package shipped to you right away. Also, side note, it does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's pretty cool. And I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. It is my favorite four-letter F word. Free! So enter your information below. I'll make sure to get the package shipped to you right away. All right, so if you weren't aware, the last couple years, even before the pandemic, Walmart was actually doing driverless grocery delivery service in Bentonville, Arkansas. They've been doing that for quite a few years. If you spend any time around Bentonville or Northwest Arkansas, you're gonna see the driverless vehicles driving around. It's kind of cool. When I first moved here, I saw there was one of the Walmart vehicles, and it said like this is a driverless car. They had someone sitting there just because like for safety purposes. That was a couple years ago. But they are doing like driverless vehicles now as we speak, so that's pretty cool. But word just got out, the same company that's actually developing driverless vehicles for Walmart is now doing actually driverless vehicles for Tyson. So that's gonna be a little wild. So the big question is now, what does that mean for Northwest Arkansas if we have a bunch of new companies being built around autonomous vehicles? What does it mean for Tyson? What does it mean for the whole area? And let's kind of cover a couple of those reasons right now. And the first reason we need to cover about this whole autonomous vehicle situation is jobs. Now, I don't mean that jobs are gonna be lost. I do mean that jobs are gonna be gained. Now, here's my theory, is that obviously in many years from now, many years from now, a lot of vehicles will drive themselves, whether it's commercial trucks, etc. But for the time being, a lot of these smaller vehicles that Tyson is shuffling stuff back and forth with are going to be driverless. Now, what I mean by jobs is that there's gonna be a lot of technology things being established and needed to fill that gap. Now, obviously, NWA is becoming more of a tech hub. We're bringing in a lot of more tech companies. Now, I don't mean tech companies like Facebook-style companies, like social media companies. I mean like transportation tech companies. I mean like autonomous vehicle tech companies. I mean like artificial intelligence tech companies that have learned how to map, trucks across America and redesign them so they can be more efficient. Stuff of that nature when it comes to the less known things like transportation, supply chain, things that you don't necessarily always see on the front page of the Wall Street Journal or TechCrunch, where the case is. These are tech companies that are going to be work directly with Tyson, JB Hunt, or Walmart, but they're moving to the area because they are working directly with them for these kind of projects. So what I mean by jobs is that these kind of companies that are helping Tyson and Walmart kind of work their autonomous vehicle systems, they're going to be hiring people all across the world, literally, like the world, to come here and start helping develop some of this autonomous vehicle setup. Hey, before we jump on to the next point, I have something brand new called Instant Home Updates. And maybe you're looking to move to the area and you're using things like Realtor.com, Zillow.com, or Redfin. Way too slow. Notifications, way too slow. That's why I made something called Instant Home Updates. It sounds exactly what it is, literally Instant Home Updates. So enter your information below, name, like square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms. Where do you want to move to Northwest Arkansas? Let me know in all that information below. I'll make sure you don't miss a single notification when it comes for homes for sale or for rent, all in Northwest Arkansas. Also, side note, every single Friday I send an email out just kind of talking about all the cool things Northwest Arkansas. What's going on downtown Bentonville? What's going on in Fayetteville? What is going to Rogers? What is going to Pinnacle Hills? What new businesses are moving here? What's going on at the Walmart Amphitheater? All the things you want to know about Northwest Arkansas, it's sent to your email every single Friday. But side note, you will get a little fear of missing out, little FOMO, so to speak. but I promise you will be the most informed person eventually when you make your way down to Northwest Arkansas. And the second thing this will be a big impact for Northwest Arkansas is the fact what I alluded to before is just tech companies and more companies being built around here. Now, if you weren't aware, there's actually a soccer stadium. There's a little dovetail here, but I promise we'll come back to this. There's a soccer stadium being built in Pinnacle Hills, Rogers, which will house a couple thousand people to watch a new sports team being developed in Northwest Arkansas around soccer and the whole thing. So obviously a lot of people are excited about this, but the more interesting part, because this is going to bring a lot of business, but the interesting part is the actual, like the sub businesses to the actual soccer stadium itself. Because there needs to be, new people making shirts. There's going to be people making cleats. There's probably going to be more places to buy a lot of these like sports-centric stuff. There might be more sports bars. There's going to be more food trucks. There's going to be all these sub things that attach to the actual stadium itself that are just going to support the people going there. This is the same thing when it comes to autonomous tech company vehicle stuff, is there needs to be tech companies that are coming in here that need to support all this stuff. And so when you start seeing these things happen, there are a lot of investors as well as entrepreneurs are going to see this and be like, oh, they actually need these sub businesses to support this autonomous vehicle stuff. So don't be surprised if this very interesting, artificial intelligence company moves to Northwest Arkansas in the next year or two to support the artificial intelligence of the actual driverless technologies. Maybe you have a sensor camera company being moved here to support this, or maybe there's a new car company being moved here to do this, or they're going to bring businesses here. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a lot of support around this because there's going to be a huge investment money from Tyson into this because it's going to obviously save them money, be more efficient, and they're willing to invest in it. That is for sure. And the third and final reason why this is a big part for Northwest Arkansas is because it once again establishes that the future really is being built in here in Northwest Arkansas. Now, that is the interesting part, is that when you look at other major cities like LA, Dallas, Houston, Chicago, and San Fran, all the New York, of course, all those big cities have a lot of things going for them. Of course, we know this. A lot of them have issues as well. But Northwest Arkansas is special because it's kind of like an underground, diamond, unknown city that so many people know about, but no one talks about. Because so many companies are moving here, people are moving here, and they're trying to build companies in here so they can kind of get a foothold in the area before it, becomes more of even a bigger tech hub. Now, again, I want to preference this, that a lot of the tech companies that are moving here aren't going to be the Facebooks and Instagrams and, even Teslas to some extent, or whatever the case is. First of all, because this is really not that area is designed for. It's really made for, consumer goods, transportation, any sort of logistics, any sort of tech education when it comes to the Arkansas, obviously the Arkansas University. So there's a lot of things going on, but isn't main page stuff, but it is bringing a lot of more companies here from the tech side because they see what's going to happen here in the next 5 to probably 7 years or less. And they'd rather get on the ground floor than have to, be on the kind of in 5 years from now, we wish we'd have moved here. So a lot of these tech companies are actually moving here because they know that eventually Northwest Arkansas will become almost even more well-known. So they want to get established here before any of that even happens, before the secret gets out. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you are thinking about coming down to Northwest Arkansas, download my 3-day itineraries link below. Maybe you're a venture, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you have kids, whatever it is. There's a 3-day itinerary link down below for you. So go ahead and download it and use it when you get down here. Also, when you do come down here, I can give you a $10 tour so I can kind of show you around the whole area. Plus, we can check out some homes for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar would go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, I'll see you next one.